or digitally. Now, I will pass the floor to Mr. Nikos BAKATSELOS, President of the American-Hellenic Chamber of Commerce, for his welcome remarks. Mr. President.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 4th Southeast Europe Energy Forum. It is a special pleasure to welcome you this year, as we're honored to have with us not only the Atlantic Council, but also the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, as well as a number of representatives of the American diplomacy in the region, making it the largest American presence at this particular conference that we've ever had. And this in itself has a huge symbolism, as it demonstrates the importance that the energy sector in the southeast of Europe and the southeastern Mediterranean in general has for the United States, especially in the current situation, with all the implications that this has for the geopolitical chessboard. The interest is there, and it has been confirmed both by the ambassador to Greece, Mr. Jeffrey Pyatt, and by a number of US government representatives that our chamber had the honor to host in several discussions with our company's members and during the energy panel discussions in June this year. Moreover, a strong proof of this importance is the fact that energy is one of the 5 pillars of discussion in the framework of the strategic dialogue between the US and Greece. Given that energy security and stability are top priorities, the forum will focus on the new energy landscape in Southeastern Europe, as well as on the transatlantic energy relations, investment, highlighting regional alliances and partnerships. As we currently go through a very critical period, the policies being developed in Southeastern Europe in relation to energy are largely determining geopolitical developments, developments that have set the countries of Southeastern Europe and Southeastern Mediterranean as important players in shaping the European Union's energy strategy. The shaping of the new energy landscape, which will be governed by a series of institutional changes, as well as the achievement of goals that reform the energy mix by increasing the integration of renewable energy sources, necessitates that the countries of the region have to successfully handle challenges and development opportunities, and I'm glad that we will have with us the Energy Policy Director of the European Commission, Mrs. Christina Lobilo, to present the EU vision for energy. At the same time, it is important to underline that we will listen to the positions and the dialogue between the ministers of the wider Southeastern Europe region, which makes the conclusions that will emerge very interesting and important for the aforementioned developments. Conclusions that should not ignore the wider US role in the region through the great contribution to strengthening regional cooperation, the provision of high-level know-how in research and development, and of course, ensuring energy security and stability. These make the US a very important strategic partner and ally for our country in the wider context of the balances and developments that are taking place in the region, and we expect to be expressed by the American ambassadors to Greece, Bulgaria, Northern Macedonia, and Serbia, who will have the pleasure to host today. Ladies and gentlemen, as far as our country is concerned, I think it is now clear that Greece has already entered the energy map, strengthening its role as an energy hub, and the Southeastern Europe Energy Forum 2020 creates the conditions for a comprehensive and effective dialogue. Based on the projects for the construction of gas pipelines and given the progress towards their completion, our country is emerging as a key hub for energy transfer, thus strengthening its geopolitical position, political power and influence, and improving its economic standing. At the same time, the discovery of significant hydrocarbon deposits in Israel and Cyprus, the signing of the East Med pipeline, the expectation of exploitation of similar deposits in Greece, and the creation of exclusive economic zones with Italy and Egypt have changed the balances and present a great opportunity for our country. The Greek government has successfully promoted a series of collaborations and alliances in Southeastern Europe, achieving to further enhance the role of Greece in the region. I expect that the pro-investment policy which is being pursued will bring new incoming investment, a fact that will contribute substantially to our economy. Investments in energy and major infrastructure projects can be supported by agencies such as the US International Development Finance Corporation, as well as the international and local banking sectors. Therefore, I'm glad to host today Mr. Makari, as well as the CEO of the National Bank of Greece, Mr. Pavlos Mylonas, who will share with us their insights on energy investment financing. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a very interesting forum, and I hope that you enjoy the constructive dialogue. I thank the Hellenic Association for Energy Economics for its cooperation in organizing this forum, the Atlantic Council and the US Chamber of Commerce for their strategic partnership, the ministers, all of the speakers, the sponsors, and of course, all of you for your presence and support. In closing, I would like to make a special mention to our constant and always reliable partner, the US Ambassador, Mr. Jeffrey Pyatt, the teams at the Embassy in Athens and the Consulate General in Thessaloniki, and of course our Chamber's executives, and especially Angeliki Dikioullia, for their support in this project.